The IRS admits to targeting more than just conservative groups. The IRS and Werfel trying to soften the impact of the IRS conduct by calling it not unlawful targeting, but inappropriate screening methods. So are they just a bunch of comedians, or are they serious? Senator Lindsey Graham joins. I love it how that's sort of this softening term that they use.
Yeah. Well, here's the big picture. Who did they pick and why? They picked people who were criticizing the president. That says all you need to know. It's no accident they picked conservative groups, Tea Party groups, who were giving Obama a hard time on many fronts, particularly Obamacare. To think to reach any other conclusion is absurd.
Well, you know what I think is sort of fascinating. I guess they have to do some sort of internal review.
Sure.
But the first report to come out is where they're looking at themselves. It reminds me of the honor system in 5th grade when we all got on the honor roll because we're on the honor system. I mean, It's like, you know, the IRS investigating the IRS, and we're supposed to like, oh, wow, a report. Take this one seriously.
Boy, remember the Bush days when everything that could be investigated by an independent group was asked to be investigated by Senator Obama? What happened to this most transparent, ethical administration in the history of mankind? Starting with Obamacare that passed under the cover of darkness. And Benghazi, have you heard from any of the survivors? I haven't heard from any of the survivors.
I have not, but let's go on to something else. You wrote a letter to the ambassador, a Russian ambassador to the United States, and you basically threatened him that the reset in relations between the Russia and the United States are in serious jeopardy. We've now got China thumbing its nose at us, and now Russia about Snowden.
Well, I think this is Exhibit A of how far we've fallen as a nation in the eyes of the world. Our friends are unsure about us, and our enemies no longer fear us, and seems that nobody respects us. As to Snowden, he is not a patriot. He is not a hero. He betrayed his country. He's under indictment. Under the rule of law, these countries have an obligation, if they want to be part of the family of nations, to return this man for prosecution. But this says a lot about President Obama in the eyes of our adversaries and really the world in general. And it's how far we have fallen.
Well, Hong Kong says that the DOJ, they asked him for more documentation. They didn't get it. Our Justice Department couldn't figure out how to detain someone. That's what I mean, first we hire a 29-year-old who has access to security stuff. Then we know where he goes, and we can't even get him.
Well, we got a lot of incompetency. I'll be the first to admit that. And some of it's just not incompetency. A lot of these folks in the Obama administration are up to no good. But I don't buy the idea that the Chinese or the people in Hong Kong, that we didn't dot the I's and cross the T's. They didn't want to help. And God knows what he's given to the Chinese and now to the Russians. So to anybody to suggest this guy is some kind of makes America a better place based on what he did, it makes us more dangerous. I mean, America's a more dangerous place because of what he's done.
Well, except for the NSA chief said that he's going to give us 50 instances of how it's jeopardized. Well, that was supposed to be last week. We still haven't gotten it. Well, so it's very hard. If we're now on Monday and we're supposed to get it last week and we haven't gotten the 50 instances, it's sort of hard for us to believe on faith that we're getting it straight.
I can tell you this. It's a good thing to monitor terrorist phone calls and emails, and we have found a lot about what they were up to, and you're not going to stop these guys unless you they don't mind dying, and they don't mind taking you with them.
But prove it to us. I mean, don't say you're going to give it. I mean, he says he's going to give us this information. He doesn't. So it just makes it more unbelievable.
The program may be destroyed already, and you know what damage has been done by this guy.
Prove that it was even a bad thing. I mean, a lot of American people, a lot of people are horrified about what Snowden did. A lot of people are horrified about what Snowden did, but they also wonder about NSA.
Well, all I can tell you, the NSA program is designed to monitor terrorist phone calls and emails, and when they call somebody or an email is sent within the United States, you have to get a warrant. But here's what I don't understand. Anwar Awlaki, the guy in Yemen, was talking to a major in the United States Army, Major Hassan. They were conversing with each other, and we missed that. So
that's another example. I mean, so you're trying to sell me that this was such a great program that has been thwarted, and we've got Boston, we've got this, we've got an awful lot of failures, and you've got the head of NSA saying, I'm going to give you 50 instances, and we haven't gotten them.
Well, here's what I think. I think the program is necessary. I think it's legal. I think it has helped, but we're still too politically correct. Anytime a major in the United States Army is talking to a person on the kill list, a leader of Al-Qaeda in Yemen who happens to be an American citizen, I want to know about it.
All right, what's this reset? Is the reset really an issue that you're telling that
Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama came into office, and they were going to clean up the world after Bush. Bush was this big ogre. It made the world a very bad place. And Obama was going to give speeches, and Hillary was going to reset with the Russians. Well, we have reset with the Russians. We're in 1965. Who would you pick in a stare-down contest between Putin and Obama? Where would you place your money? Secretary Clinton Did she really reset relations with Russia? What happened in Benghazi? Who changed the talking points? This administration's foreign policy is a failure. Our enemies have absolutely no respect for us. If you wanted to understand how relationships are between Russia, the United States, and China, Snowden tells you all you need to know. They have failed in securing our national security, in securing us as a nation. They have failed to earn respect. Bush made his mistakes, but the biggest mistake of all for the President of the United States to tell people we're going to do something like red lines and not do it.
Senator, nice to see you. Always nice to see you.
Thank you.
Now to